I'm Juan, and this is the Bizbiobuz, where we profile big news happening near you. Wes Carreiro, sales manager at London Mitsubishi, has been a motorhead all his life. Now, after discovering how fast and fun electric cars can be, he's become a new generation green advocate. Let's hear from Wes as to what prompted such a dramatic change. Good morning, Wes. How are you doing today?
Good morning, Juan. I'm fantastic.
So, we've run into each other from time to time over the years, and I've known it to be associated with several of the best dealerships in town. You've been in the car business for quite some time, correct?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay. Now, what would lead a consumer to choose Mitsubishi over another car? Or more importantly, from your perspective, what are the advantages or benefits of Mitsubishi over and against other cars?
You know what?
At least in the local market.
You know what, Juan? That's a great question. And, what I'll tell you is that I'm a car guy before I'm anything else. And I think that's how we met, actually, was just shooting it over cars. Yeah. Right? I love cars. I spend a lot of time on watching and reviewing and all that kind of stuff. And that's actually what led me to Mitsubishi. I just wanted to know what it was about and what's going on with it. What's different about us is we offer the best warranty in the business, hands down. Okay, you buy a Mitsubishi, you get 10 years, 160,000 kilometer engine transmission warranty. Everybody else is 5 years, right? For a bumper to bumper, we're 5 years, 100,000 kilometers. We believe in building a fun-to-drive, passionate vehicle. I truly believe that everybody builds a good car today, and I can't sit here and say they don't, because everybody goes to work to build a quality vehicle. What kind of separates us, is no different than people. You can have two great people, they're both your good friends. Maybe one friend is better at artwork, and another friend is a little better with the numbers, and another friend is good at being a musician, perhaps, right? Well, with Mitsubishi, what we focus on is the fun of driving a vehicle, the passion of driving a vehicle. My favorite weeks of the month are the weekends that I go see my family in Toronto, and I get to take any car off the lot that I want. It's always a different car because we like to drive those cars. And we have a lot of passionate vehicles. We have the Mitsubishi Rally Art, which is a turbocharged vehicle. It's a lot of fun to drive. We have an Evolution, which is comparable to, say, a Mustang Shelby or a Corvette or even a Porsche. It's a very, very fast, near 300 horsepower twin turbocharged vehicle that weighs
quite a lot of punch.
It weighs nothing, so when you step on that gas. We've actually introduced a new vehicle for the Canadian market, the 10th anniversary Lancer, which gives you over $2,500 of no charge options. Okay. Rims, spoiler, sunroof, stuff like that, and a great new price. Cheapest Lancer ever with the most content ever. You can actually get into one starting at $18,995. So
don't sell me yet.
I got yours outside for you.
Okay, no problem. So Mitsubishi is the first one to go with an all-electrical car. It has already come to market, and at the local level, you've been working with municipal government in order to advance those green initiatives as well.
Absolutely correct. You have the Suncor Highway, which is a highway that's going to run from London all the way to BC. There's two ways to charge an electric vehicle. You can do it at home, just a regular plug, right? It takes 7 hours on the 220 or 15 hours on your standard 115. Or there's an 80% full charge in 25 to 30 minutes. So the Suncor Highway is going to have these chargers all the way down the highway. So you can go from here to BC, stop for a bathroom break or a cup of tea. While you're in there, the car's charging. Then you leave and go to the next location, right?
That's just amazing.
I think me and you can make a nice trip to BC.
I think so too. So that's pretty exciting. You're definitely a pioneer in that industry, at least in coming to market.
Absolutely. Mitsubishi spent over $1 billion to develop this vehicle. Recently, Discovery Channel did an hour-long special about the vehicle, how it came to pass. It's been for sale for over 3 years now in the Asian market, and it was field tested in Canada, in Alaska, sorry, not in Alaska, but in the Northwest Territories, Yukon, stuff like that, to make sure it can handle our cold climates and even our hot climates down here. And they made changes to the vehicle to accommodate such things. So it's been really great for us. Customer feedback, phenomenal. Customers love the vehicle. We may have one of the smallest market shares, and we do. We have only 4% of the market, which is near the bottom of the scale. But on return and customers, we are among the leaders. Our customers come back and buy again. They love the cars, they love the reliability, they love the minimal servicing that the vehicles need, and they come back and they buy another one. And usually it's the same car in a different color, I find. Most used cars don't have a warranty. You know, if you go to most brands, they're going to try to sell you a warranty. Well, this car's 3 years, 100K, the warranty's expired, and, you know, we'll offer you a warranty. Well, imagine you come into our lot, and we have 5 or 6 used cars, and they're all 2008s. They still got 5-6 years left of warranty on it.
Wow.
So you're buying a used car with similar or more warranty than what a brand new car is at your competitive dealership. So it keeps our resale value strong, which is excellent, and it's reassuring for the customers. I mean, everybody wants to know they're spending money on something that they don't have to worry about, right? You know, we buy insurance, you know, for all kinds of different reasons, and most of the time we don't want to use it. We don't want to use our insurance if our house gets broken into or something along those lines. But when it's a warranty, we want to use it.
Exactly.
We want to have it, we want to use it, and it's there for that reason. You know, oftentimes we joke with the guys in the shop, they're Maytag men, they just sit back there and play cards and
Fast, fun to drive, and eco-friendly. Finally, you can have it all. Mitsubishi i-MiEV.
Our demographic is a little bit younger. I find a lot of times it's the teenage kids that are telling the parents buy a Mitsubishi.
Right.
You know, go check out the Mitsubishi, right? They got the message. They've seen it in Fast and Furious, or they've seen it in their racing car games or their video games or whatever. Right? So they're familiar with it, and they did the research on it, right? And they're sending their parents in, and once their parents drive it, they're like, wow, this is pretty competitive to, you know, to other vehicles on the market, and the advantages again with some of the warranty and whatnot. You know, it leads them to make that purchase decision, and you know, our customer satisfaction level is among the highest. So again, it's just a great time.
Being that there's such great initiatives being set forth by the government on a municipal, provincial, federal level in order to push forward green movements, and that Mitsubishi is the first one to have that electric car on the road, how do you feel personally to be a part of that revolution?
You know what, Juan, honestly, that's probably the key factor for me working at Mitsubishi. You know, I'm a bit of a motorhead, and, you know, typical motorheads are about V8, horsepower, you know, gas guzzling, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, I'll sit here and tell you, you knew me when I had an Expedition, a huge vehicle, and other large vehicles in that segment. And, you know, I have 3 little kids, you know, in their 5s to 10 range. And, you know, I look at them as the future of the world. And my son, obviously, a little bit into cars because he sees his old man into cars. So he's online, he's researching, and, you know, he's always said to me, Dad, you know, you got to drive a smarter car, and you got to be more responsible. And you know, God bless him, because I agree with him. I think it's where we need to go. You know, so many things have changed over time, and some, you know, sometimes change is hard for some people or some situations or some industries, et cetera, et cetera. But it's definitely where we have to go. And on a personal level, I'm actually purchasing a electric vehicle. I'm just in the stages now of looking at a next year's model with some different color options that makes sense to me. I definitely see it as the future. I definitely see it as a way for my kids to get involved in the car business down the road. I'm very, very excited about it. And although I love horsepower and I love big engines and all that, the thrill of driving an electric car with all of its power and torque at 0 RPM is just as exciting as driving that V8 power off the line, because when you push the gas, it goes. Yes. People do not understand how much it goes, but it really rolls down the road. And the feedback we get after test drives, it's always a big grin. They're always like, "That's an electric car?" That's what we want people to think. Yes, that's an electric car. So it's finally come that you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have your fun and enjoy it. And on a personal level, Juan, I just can't wait to see what's next. What is next? And I know for Mitsubishi, our mandate over the next 10 years is for everything to be hybrid or electric.
Nice.
Every vehicle. So it's very, very exciting for us, and I just can't wait.
Well, I'm excited, just feeding off of your excitement. I can't wait to be a part of it as well. Thanks for coming out today, Wes.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, excellent. So Wes, who has loved vehicles all his life, has found a new passion for electric cars. Not just because they're good for the environment, but because they're cost-effective and fun. Thanks for watching the Bizbiobuz, and be sure to tune in next time.